We're joined again by KIMT Storm Track 3 Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox. And Sarah, going back to our lead story of the night, a perfect night for grilling outside, really a perfect week for it, and even better when you get to do it with the fire department.
Yeah, that was such a cool story. Very, very cool, and just very, very happy for the kid, his family, and the fire department as well. Really, really does put a smile on your face. And like Cami said, so does the weather, right? It has been quite pleasant. And today we had a lot of cloud cover, stubborn clouds, I would say, which actually kept temperatures more on that comfortable side. They were looking to be a little higher into the 80s. They didn't quite get there, and it felt good, not gonna lie. But we did have the humidity. That was definitely noticeable as we headed into the afternoon, especially. This is a live look over Mason City, and I know it's a little difficult, but the near full moon will be on Saturday. That is the 9th. Still, it's pretty cool. It's right here, right there at the top of the banner, slowly going further and further higher into the sky. It's cool though, because you can see a little bit of the evidence that, yeah, we're not completely done with the clouds, but generally mostly clear skies. What we're enjoying right now, calm, clear, easygoing with comfortable temperatures. It's a lot of C's, but hey, I talked about the cool, the crisp conditions that we aren't necessarily feeling. No, temperatures are still around the 70-degree mark, which again, cooler than where we topped off today, but still not as cool as we faced earlier on in the week. Temps in the 70s feel good though, I'm not going to lie. It's still a nice night to pop open the windows and enjoy some fresh air. The biggest thing is though that we're still dealing with dew points that haven't necessarily dropped, just as the temperatures have throughout the day. They're staying around that 70-degree mark. And all right, we did see a little bit of dropping. Preston is a great example, sitting at 70 degrees right now for the dew point. Earlier was at 75. Often that happens as we do come into the evening, but the point is we're still seeing a lot of green on that map, and we'll continue to see it even as we come into the early morning. Now, I purposely did this. I left it so the bars would kind of overlap like this as we got into the early morning, so 69 degrees, 69-degree dew point. When we see the temperature and the dew point get very close like that, that's when we start to see fog development. So it is definitely something that we could face as we head into the early morning. Patchy fog, very possible. It'll lift quickly though, especially if temperatures are expected to get this warm into the mid 80s. That dark red color showing back up again. Isolated storms though, there is a chance. Let's talk about it. I'm going to push time forward here on Futurecast. It went by quickly, but yes, there's a few areas where some pop-ups could create a shower or two very quick. Most likely will not happen. I stopped things at 7 a.m. here to show off that fog I mentioned. Again, a possibility. All the ingredients have to be in place, and you can tell the difference between the fog and some of these higher clouds just based on that color there, a little bit of more white for clouds in the sky, higher in the sky. All right, coming into the afternoon, and that's when we start to see some of this accumulation, some of these clouds begin to build in and bring that possibility for a stray shower or, yes, a storm. We do see a severe chance. It's on the lower end, but it's pretty widespread with that possibility across our entire area as we do get into the afternoon and early evening of tomorrow, roughly 30% chance there. Then as we head into Friday, that will be the summer day for sure. Sunshine nearing 90 degrees. And then a cold front runs through, and we know what that does. It wrings out the atmosphere, and we see storm chances, Cami.